Morning, doctor.
Good morning, Pillai. I checked today whether you'll join 5 minutes before or not. Oh my God, really? You shocked me today. I thought, okay, whether you'll be joining anyway, nobody will be there. I'm very confident in that. 5 minutes before. Anyway, I'm just taking a break because my session is just over.
No
I thought,
problem.
okay, just open to whether anybody is joining or not. So let's see. I think today we are having presentation of Shikumar Orubala. Let's check it out. Check it out.
You said you will talk to Ruben, doctor. The Ruben presentation is pending. I don't
Yeah,
know
Ruben
whether.
has not replied.
Oh,
Ruben has not replied then. Then nobody is there today, yeah? Let's check it out.
okay.
But one paper evaluation or something I've given, I believe.
Yes, yes, doctor. You
Okay,
asked
okay.
for,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, yes, I'm coming back.
Okay, doctor.
You also take some rest before
Sure.
joining. Anyway,
Thank you, doctor. Thank you.
yes.
சார் வணக்கம்.
வணக்கம் சார். வணக்கம். இன்னும் மகர காணும் மகர வருவார் கொஞ்ச நேரத்துல. டிராபிக்ல
ஆமா.
மாட்டிக்கிட்டேன்னு போனவர் ஏதாவது டிராபிக்ல
ம-
மாட்டிக்கிட்டேன்னு கதை விட்டாரு. என்னன்னு தெரியல. நான் கேட்கவும் இல்லை.
மகரோடயே வந்துருவாரு அவரு.
Yes. Oh my God.
Doctor.
The one who
Good morning.
joins very regularly, I believe that others will be watching this video. Then, yes, Bala, Shashi Kumar, and
Good morning, all.
Pillai. There is an updation session with our team management, in order to update what was going on with PhD scholars. So I said, importantly, we are having 4 or 5 people always regular the session, and I am expecting a good work from your side as well. Anyhow, I think Shashi Kumar has excused from the previous week to have a presentation this week, right?
Yes, Doctor.
Yes, yes.
You asked me to do something on this week. I told
Yes,
not
yes.
possible.
Yes. That's why I told excuse, yeah? Yes, I understand. Okay, and Bala, okay. Everything is okay, Bala, in home country? You done all, you're being a part of all the ceremony, your mother's ceremony?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. In India or in UAE?
In India.
Okay. Anyway. Today we don't have research seminar presentation. Either I believe I have given one topic and Pillai has given me, reminded me today, a small research article. I don't know whether Shashi Kumar has done or not. Are you remembering, Shashi Kumar, about it? Like a research article, just cover it, a research article, an updated one, latest one. Have you got any paper?
Doctor, I was trying. I just reminded.
Okay.
I was not
You
able
asked
to
me.
download. Yes, Doctor. If it will be, I don't know whether Austin International can give us some credentials. Most of the website we are not able to download. Only abstract alone we are able to see.
Okay.
IEEE is one of the things which we have good information.
You can do one thing. How can I help you is, you can send me the link of the article. I'll be trying to download from my, institutional credentials. Let me check it out. And or you can also mail to Aston Academic Administration, not academic admin. Similar, you can mail it. This is a particular one, and this is a journal. And can you please help us to sort it out, this issue?
Okay.
They'll be sorting out, I believe. Okay. Yes. Then we have then Pillai's updated a research article one.
Yes, Doctor.
I just wanted to check you one. I have got it today, one hybrid modes of international conference. That is Arabian Gulf Security Conference in the American University in the Emirates. January 31st is submission for abstract. This event will be happening only April 2025. It's purely on hybrid conference. I'll be just telling you some of the topic maybe is related to yours. That's why I chosen emerging security threats in the Arabian and Gulf region, urbanization and security challenges, security and socio-economic development in the Arabian Gulf, technology and security in the Arabian Gulf, international relations in the Arabian Gulf, energy security and geopolitics in the Arabian Gulf. Energy security, I believe some of the topic is concerned and connected with international law and security in the Arabian Gulf, conflict resolution, regional cooperation and security, future trends and challenges in Arabian Gulf security. I believe most of your topics comes under future trends and challenges in Arabian Gulf security, I believe. Do you agree with me?
Yes, doctor. Energy
Yes.
security in our yes. Yeah. Can you please share in the our group, doctor, so that we can.
Sure. I'm just sharing. I'm not aware about his payment, but anyway. I just shared. Now, have you got it now?
Yes, doctor. In the WhatsApp.
Okay, there are some conferences that are happening in different part of, even including the academic city anyway, and different universities are being held, but it's little costlier. It's like for one conference, and it's like 50,000 Indian rupee when we convert into. We don't need to do in that in the beginning. We don't need to do that particularly, but anything which have lesser amount, very lesser amount, or no amount, where you can take part of it. I think Pille has changed your earphone, yeah? Where is your red one? You're having one red one, I believe.
This headphone. Yes, I changed it. It was not working fine, so I changed it.
Why I remember, once you came with your red t-shirt and red color and everything, even you're having this one, I don't know what to call for this. This one also in your, forehead, red color. So it was very attractful Pille at the moment. Yeah, I remember that day. Anyway. Okay. Yes. Now, Pille, if you can just present it, we don't have anything further. And also, yes. And I want to tell you that after today, you just send to me your research proposal, final one.
Okay, doctor.
Okay, I want to work on it. You will be getting a mail from academic administration to upload all of your work. To upload all of your work in the portal, one of the portal Class Pro. I think you might have received it.
Not yet received, doctor.
Okay, you will be getting that, and your work which it sends, you have already done your all the assessment and submitted. Yes, and your work, whenever we are sending to the university and checking that. I think the valuation will be result will be announced to you very soon. Very soon you will be getting into, and those people who didn't submit, they're also having an option to submit. Yeah, it is not in a stringent basis that we have given some deadline and submitted. Those people who didn't submit, they can also submit in meanwhile. But your work, whatever you have done, we have a Class Pro one portal, LMS portal. There also you can submit it for a complete records. Okay, and we will be sending you that details. I want to reiterate. You will be getting the Class Pro, username and password, credentials and everything. Where what all assignment you have submitted, where also you need to resubmit it. Okay, just for the records. Our purpose, our assistant education purpose, already the works are with me and everything, but you have to submit from your side as well. Okay.
All the working files also we have to submit, doctor. All the backup files.
No. Only your 7 assignments.
Okay.
And later stage research proposal also you need to submit the final one. But now you're working on, that's why I ask you to submit to me personally.
Okay, doctor. I'll do that.
Yes. Now, Pillai, please. It's your time.
Okay, doctor. Shall I share my screen?
Perfect. Yes, yes.
Is my screen visible?
1 second.
Yes,
One
yes, it is visible.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. So I could download one article named National Oil Companies and Energy Transition in the Middle East and North Africa. This is in February 2021. Was the article. Just I will go through it. Before that, I will show my research proposal. So then if I go together, then it will be easy. So I have chosen, is my visible now, paper, is a research proposal.
Yes.
Just I will slightly go through it and I will not go in detail because this has 37 pages.
Okay. One second. Pillai, you can do exact as it is, like a cover page.
Okay.
GAU. I think once you have done that, I believe in the assignments, you
Yes,
used
doctor,
to
I'll
do
do
that very well. So you
Yeah.
can keep the logo, and at the same time, you can also write research proposal in the capital letter and your name. You can also write the research supervisor, Dr. Muhammad Ashraf. Also, you can write the complete proposal, perfect proposal. You can
Sure,
send
sure.
because there is an option you can directly send to the university for the approval. We can also send by us. I believe we will be sending after the correction from our side sent to you, then university will be redirect to you whether it has been approved from the side or not. Okay,
Okay,
that's the way
okay.
we are following.
I'll do that. So this is a topic I'm proposing: navigating the global energy transition, challenges and opportunities for the oil and gas sector in Middle East. So other second option, third option, but I leave it to doctor to choose it because all are similar. So this is the best one I have taken. Abstract I have already shared with you. And just I'll show what I'm going to do. The objective: transformation in the energy sector, assess the anticipated changes over the next 25 years, evolving energy mix, identify drivers influencing energy supply and demand, role of oil and gas industries, evaluate their future in the global energy mix, technology adequacy, explore the innovations required for sustainable energy solutions, policy interventions, recommend equitable energy transition policies, socio-economic implication, analyze effects on Middle Eastern economics reliant on hydrocarbons, sustainability metrics, establish a benchmark for tracking progress in the energy transition. I have done some literature review as I am very presented. This week, the new one is the case studies. As I mentioned, the methodology, literature review already I have done. Surveys targeting energy stakeholders, I will be doing it when the research starts, and the case studies. So one of the element among 4 elements, one of the elements are case studies of successful renewable projects in the Middle East. Thus, I have taken some more case studies relevant to my topic.
Yes.
The impact of global energy transition in the Middle East. Everyone, they are taken only the Middle East. They are not targeted only oil and gas industries. They are taken only the Middle East.
Very good.
This report examines the impact of global energy transition on the Middle East based on insights from McKinsey and company article, Global Energy Perspective. The report analyzes the challenges and opportunities presented by transition, current trends, and potential future scenarios. So they have given the background and challenges: the declining demand for fossil fuels, climate change impacts, economic diversification, opportunities, renewable energy potential, energy efficiency, green hydrogen production. These are all the opportunities in the Middle East they have observed. The trends: growing investments in renewable energy source diversification, green hydrogen development, energy efficiency improvements. These are all the opportunities, trends they have identified. So here the trend is projected energy demand growth in the Middle East. So from 1990 up to 2040, they have given the source. The source I have taken from, yes, registered energies renewables power solutions, May 2024. The solar installed capacity also. If you see the increase in linear, especially in Asia, And Middle East, little bit the same over the past one decade. From 2015 up to now, the increase is very marginal, whereas in Asia it is improving a lot. Solar installed capacity in Saudi Arabia, it is improving like this. Trend is a major investor in energy, and UAE also. And other countries follow these two countries. If you see investment renewable compared to all over the world, the blue one is China and India. So because China and India is going to be the future power in the coming years, they are investing in renewables. If you see Asia, rest of the countries in Asia and Oceania, the green one is less than China and India as a whole. Among these 5 or 6 regions, the Middle East is the same. From last 10, 15, last 8 to 6 years, the investment renewables is not increasing because their energy from the fossil fuel is cheaper than the renewable energy. So that's why they are not focusing on that. But now this is the time, because of the climate change and Paris Agreement and COP28, these Middle East countries, they are forced to invest in the renewables. Again, like green hydrogen production in the Middle East, if you see this already, I have presented in one of my presentation, the CAGR is of 51.8% in the coming years. The market size is 49.9 million, almost 50 million US dollars market size for the green hydrogen production. These are all the major players: Air Products, ACME, and these are all the major key players for the green hydrogen production. Green hydrogen means they are producing hydrogen from the electrolysis of water using solar energy. So this is what the green hydrogen is. In conclusion, the global energy transition presents both challenges and opportunities for Middle East. The region must adapt to the changing energy landscape by diversifying its economy, investing in renewable energy, and improving energy efficiency. By proactively addressing these challenges, capitalizing on opportunities, the Middle East can ensure sustainable and prosperous future. Some recommendations from this case study: accelerate renewable energy deployment, enhance energy efficiency, foster green hydrogen production, promote economic diversification, regional cooperation, foster collaboration among Middle Eastern countries to address the challenges in geopolitical concern about this. Then this is also similar. RENA's International Renewable Energy Association World Energy Transition Outlook 2023, the recent case study, the 1.5-degree pathway. This is also similar to that. So they have predicted the renewable investment for the next 25 years up to 2050, how it will shift from 68% to 91% share of renewables in electricity generation all over the world. And renewable power capacity is going to increase like this. So these are all the case studies I have taken. This conclusion also, the ARENA's WTO 2023 provides a comprehensive roadmap for achieving 1.5-degree temperature goal. This report underscores the urgency of accelerating energy transition through a combination of renewable energy deployment, electrification, energy efficiency, and systematic transformation. I have taken 6 case studies. Just I will go only the title-wise. MENA's transforming role in evolving energy landscape. This is also the climate change concern, technological advancements, economical diversification, the challenges and opportunities. Here also, all opportunities are the same: economic diversification, enhanced energy security, technological innovation. All are focusing on the same, more or less 3 or 4 opportunities. The case study 4, oil and gas transition, a roadmap for industry. Here also the same. Develop strategy for low carbon business models. So my paper, that will be inclusive of all these case studies, because each case studies are different. So my paper will contain the recommendations and opportunities from each case studies, and it will give us a one paper. So develop strategy for low carbon business models. Advocate for development of ESG metrics. Already many countries, many national oil companies, they implemented ESG division starting from 2024. Earlier this division was not there. They are focusing on ESG now. Invest in promising concepts. Encourage the growth of international carbon market. Yes, doctor?
Yes. No.
So another case study, Gray Canyon Asset Management. They did the case study. The conclusion is, the report concludes, the oil and gas industry faces significant challenges in navigating the energy transition, but also presents significant opportunities for companies that are willing to adapt and innovate. By embracing low carbon strategy, supporting the development of ESG metrics, investing in promising technologies, oil and gas companies can play a crucial role in shaping future energy. The fifth case study is top 10 innovative technologies. Because in my objective, so I have taken case study based on my objectives. In my objective, you see, the technology is one of the key points. Yeah. So I have taken project transforming energy sector, evolving energy mix, role of oil and gas industries, technology adequacy. This is one of the objective I have taken. Based on that, the case study is. Yeah, top innovative technology in the sustainable energy sector. Solar photovoltaics is since long this technology is there. Energy storage solutions are crucial for integrating renewable energy sources into grid and managing fluctuations in supply and demand. This report discusses an advancements in battery storage technology such as lithium. It's one of the paper by Sasi Kumar. Lithium-ion batteries and the exploration of alternative storage solutions like pumped hydro and compressed air energy storage, CAES, compressed air energy storage. The smart grids, this is major requirement at this juncture for cultivating the renewable energy. The grids should be developed to adapt to the solar energy. For the smart grids, utilize digital technologies and communication infrastructure to optimize energy delivery and distribution. This includes two-way communication between utilities and consumers. In India, it has been already implemented. Many domestic solar energy producers, they have two-way meters. They can export to the grid, at the same time they can consume from the grid. It is there already in the developing country. Allowing for demand response programs for improved grid efficiency. Wind energy is a mature and cost-effective renewable energy source. The report highlights advancements in the wind turbine technology, such as larger turbines, floating offshore wind farms, which are expanding the potential of wind energy solution. Geothermal energy, ocean energy, hydrogen energy, bioenergy, carbon capture and utilization storage. Majority of the national oil companies, they have started investing in carbon capture projects. Digitalization and artificial intelligence. These are all playing an increasing important role in the energy sector. If you see ADNOC motto also, energy to the power of AI. That means AI needs energy and energy needs AI.
Yes.
The report discusses the application of AI for grid optimization, predictive maintenance of renewable energy systems, and demand forecasting. So these are all the opportunities, reduced the greenhouse gas emissions, impact of these opportunities, enhanced energy security, economic growth, challenges, cost and investment, because the carbon capture, what we discussed here, it's not going to pay back as a monetary wise. If you put a project for carbon capture, to capture the carbon dioxide, whatever being generated during the process of oil exploration and processing, it is an investment, but we are not going to get the money back. So this is also a very important decision the national oil company has to make. Cost and invest. Some innovative technology are still in their early stages of development and require further cost reduction and become fully competitive. For example, hydrogen, the cost of production of hydrogen is sky high now. It is in the range of $40 per kg, and sometimes it goes in hundreds also, depending on the technology being applied. So when some technology being mature, the cost of production of hydrogen will come down. Then it will be commercialized. Policy and regulation, supportive policies and regulations are needed to incentivize investment in renewable energy and clean technologies. Infrastructure development, upgrading and expanding energy infrastructure is necessary to integrate these technologies effectively to the grid. The case study 6, the energy transition in the Middle East and North Africa, the road to COP28. It was in the previous COP. Now COP29 is happening in Baku in Armenia. The background here is climate change is the main concern, economic diversification, technological advancement, The challenges, the high dependence on oil and fossil fuels, investment needs, water scarcity, geopolitical instability. The region's geopolitical instability can create challenges for attracting investments and implementing long-term energy strategies. The main issue in this Middle East industries, Middle East countries. Road to COP28. The upcoming, this is the previous paper. That's the reason it is mentioned. Upcoming COP28 is already completed. In the paper, they mentioned upcoming COP28 climate conference presents a crucial opportunity for MENA region to showcase its commitment to the energy transition. Here are some key considerations for the COP28: setting ambitious renewable energy targets, mobilizing investments, developing regional cooperation, just transition. What do you mean by just transition? Ensuring a just transition that addresses the potential negative impacts on workers and communities reliant on the fossil fuel industry is essential, because all the economic in the Middle East countries, they are relying on the fossil fuel. So they have to make the people to understand what the government is trying to do. The conclusion, the energy transition in MENA region presents both challenges and opportunities. By addressing the challenges, seizing the opportunities, and demonstrating the leadership on the road to COP28, MENA region can play a vital role in shaping the renewal. These are all the case studies I have taken, and other case studies also I have taken. I'll be briefing later on.
Perfect.
Now I'll be presenting the paper, the recent articles which I downloaded. Similar to my topic. It's similar to my topic. National oil companies and energy transition in the Middle East and North Africa. The key message from this paper is, this is in February 2021. February 2021. But you have asked me to see any case studies in this year, in 2024. That also I have checked.
No, I would like to know the year of this publication, please.
This is a small article. Let me see when it was published. About the author. No mention. It is not mentioned about the year of publication.
I think this is issued by an organization. It is by organization, right? Or
Yes,
is there any particular author? No.
Author is there. National
there?
Resource.
Okay,
National
Government
Resource
Institute.
Government Institute. Yes.
Okay, please this is 2021.
Yes, sir. 2020.
21. Okay.
I have downloaded some of the case studies in 2024 also.
That is more good.
Yeah. I tried in Google this morning. I just copied and pasted my topic, literature, and I was trying to capture the literature on my topic. Then they mentioned no results found on the literature. But these are all the literature I could download I could see from the Google. These are all Middle East Outlook. Baker Institute for Public Policy. This is in the August 22, 2024. Very fresh, 6 months before.
Yes. Oh, can I know the title of this?
Middle East Outlook, the energy transition.
Middle East Outlook, the energy transition roles in the land of soil. Okay, 2024, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
So here they were discussing for Middle East, the energy climate dilemma is causing a shift in strategy. Oil producing countries along the Persian Gulf are at the epicenter of the energy transition, but its slow pace suggests difficult times in coming decades rather than the next year or two. Economic risk from softening oil demand loom largest, but others, including the potential reduction in strategic importance to Washington and rebalancing of domestic social contracts, add further exposures. On the plus side, the region holds attributes that give it an edge in cleaning up emissions. but it remains to be seen how assiduously regimes in the Middle East will pursue decarbonization. The tensions are fundamental. The countries lining the Persian Gulf goes the greatest and most accessible quantities of oil and gas resources in the world. Successful development has rendered Gulf economics and governance systems intensely reliant on energy revenue. On an average, 70% of the government budgets and 30% of GDP arise from oil and gas exports, although those figures vary greatly by country and year. The Gulf region is also the leading edge of challenges in climate. The heat wave of 2016 sent temperatures in Kuwait and Iraq to 129 degree Fahrenheit, almost 54 degrees centigrade, the highest ever reading in the Eastern Hemisphere. Further warming in one of the world's hottest regions means the global decarbonization must be prioritized to maintain livability. Emissions from the Gulf countries are substantial, even in comparison with major economies. On a per capita basis, the Gulf Cooperation Council (GCC) countries emit more than United States. That's what we keep on saying in our presentations. The per capita consumption is higher in the Middle East because the oil availability and the energy availability is cheaper when compared to other parts of the world. Gulf societies have developed energy-intensive lifestyle over the past 5 decades based on cheap, generally subsidized fuels and energy services. Relative to GDP, the world's top subsidiaries of fossil fuels are mainly in the Gulf, led by Iran. Iran is the topmost country where the subsidy is at the peak, and other countries follow. Even in Saudi Arabia, when I was in Saudi Arabia in early 2K, the petrol price is throwaway price. It is 0.5 halala. Halala means 0.5 fils per liter. It's almost 10 rupees that time. The effects on demand have been stunning. Saudi Arabia ranks number 41 by population, but is the world's number 4 in oil consumer, surpassing Japan, Russia, Brazil, and Germany. This is what mentioned in this figure. CO2 equivalent emissions in 2023. Germany is the lowest, and China is the highest metric ton. Here comes the Saudi Arabia and South and Central America, India, United States comes follows in this manner. Per capita emission. This is what very critical. Per capita emission in GCC countries, the US and the world of 2020. The Qatar is the maximum, followed by Bahrain, Kuwait, UAE, Oman, Saudi Arabia, United States, and the world. If you see entire world, the per capita emissions is less than 5 metric ton per person. But here, it is almost 6 times in Qatar. Compared to when come to United in UAE, it is around 4 times. So it is 4 times, and in UAE we are consuming energy when compared to the rest of the world. Oil use. If you see oil use also, US for the 25, 30 years, it's more or less the same. China is increasing because they are expanding in industrialization. So China, the consumption is more. The declining one is Japan. If you see, the oil consumption is dropping. Only country where the oil consumption is dropping is Japan. All other countries, it is an increasing trend. India is also increasing because China and India is a major the future economic countries. They are increasing in oil consumption. The road ahead, they mentioned the grafting workable policies to deal with Gulf's transition dilemma. Because here the Gulf, the transition still it is a dilemma. Even 6 months before, this paper says the transition is still in dilemma, will require international support. The recognition of this and to ensure a voice at the table, Gulf policymakers have openly joined deliberations around the international climate agenda. For nearly 20 years, Gulf governments have pledged to build out renewable power and reduce emissions of carbon dioxide and methane. The early pledges were based around ambitious goals in solar and nuclear power generation. Later, further commitments were enriched in 2015 Paris Agreement and the subsequent announcement in net zero carbon emissions by 2050 by UAE and Oman. 2060 by Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Bahrain. The evolution of stated goals, aspirations, and reality in the Middle East is characterized by few targets being hit, but most targets are being missed, with the new targets being announced. So this is again an issue. The targets what they are announcing is always they are not respecting. It is not being met. It is getting missed, and again new targets are being announced. For instance, Abu Dhabi reached its 2008 goal that 7% of its power generating capacity be provided by renewable sources by 2020. Yes, it did. Did Saudi Arabia build the 23.9 gigawatts of solar generation capacity it promised by 2020? No, it did not. They are mentioned here. The strategies they mentioned. Okay, the detail is obtained from here. The economic sanctions and the states they have mentioned here. So some of the countries in the region, they are not respecting their promises. An example in the making, Saudi Aramco hydrogen strategy. So there's a renewable energy, again, the hydrogen strategy. The Red Sea as a harbinger of future stress, declining strategic importance. So these are all they have mentioned. The final remarks, if you see, under any imaginable scenario, climate change and energy transition pose a difficult future for the Gulf region. In addition to the undermining all important oil rents, see, these are oil rents already we have explained in my presentation, isn't it? Oil rent means the revenue they are getting, the government is getting from the oil export, they are spending that money by giving subsidy to the citizens. That's called oil rents. The political lifeblood of those monarchical regions. These trends threaten the protection and diplomatic support of key allies, the survivability of Gulf climate, and even the social contract between governments and society. The stakes could not be higher. So these are all the recent paper talks about it. This paper also 2021, 4 years before this paper also, the key message from this paper. The global push to transition to cleaner energy sources poses a challenge in many Middle East and North African countries, which depend upon high oil prices to balance budgets and fund social services. National oil companies must adapt their strategies to help their economies become more resilient in the context of global energy transition. Several prominent MENA national oil companies control large undeveloped reserves with low production cost because Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar is biggest gas resource. They are controlling the other developed or undeveloped other developing countries the development because they produce in cheaper rate the oil and gas. So whereas other countries they cannot meet. These companies have several strategic options available. By contrast, MENA national oil companies with small proven reserves whose remaining reserves will be more expensive to develop, they face more severe challenges in future regarding the investing in carbon capture or investing in renewables. They may struggle to profit from new projects or spread their risk across a more diverse portfolio. With rising uncertainty and the prospect of long-term price decline, MENA national oil companies and their governments must pay more attention to corporate governance and clear public communication in order to enhance energy efficiency and clarity expectations of the political and economic goals of national oil company. These are the key messages from this paper. The executive summary also the same. They keep on repeating the fossil fuel energy transition, how it is happening, and so the region's national oil companies are exploring various strategies. One
I
of
think
the
Ami would like to ask something.
sorry, I did not notice. Okay, yeah, please go
Uh,
ahead.
Good morning, Dr. Pillay. Your presentation was quite too much information, and grasping all this information is quite need a lot of storage in my head. But just only one thing, and as we go along with the energy transitions with all of these things stuff, uh, because 2 days ago I was browsing and I was quite subscriber pertaining to the Asian development in terms of geopolitical, and same with the energy crisis happening. There's a quite a bold text in their report regarding China's involving into or racing into a nuclear fusion with a budget of almost $1.5 billion, which is twice amount of the US budgetary for the nuclear fusion. So I browsed and came back for the research for all of these things, and quietly it bumped me into the uh, COP 28 in Dubai last year, when the UN climate conference, as by the US Special Climate Envoy John Kerry, mentioned that there is a potential infusion to revolutionize our world. So I got into the verbatim of the text, and he was launching an international engagement plan involving of 35 countries to boost nuclear fusion through research and development. So, of all these things, 2023, US have come into a breakthrough of the nuclear fusion in California. Same with the UK and European, and between the August and September last year. So, are these gonna be part of the energy transitions, or can have you been gone through of this nuclear fusion to be considered as part of the energy transition? Could be one of the uh, key players or factors that can influence these so-called energy transition studies as you've been presented for this uh, class, Dr.
Yes,
Pillay.
yes, Doctor. I mean, I have already presented about the nuclear fusion and fission, right? If you remember one of my presentations, I presented about this. Okay.
Yes, indeed. That's why I was
Yes.
trying to get into it. If you're trying to consider nuclear fusions, although I did not see anything coming from the MENA region to be have on it, but considering US, UK, and the European plus the China, I'm sure they will not be trying to left behind by this kind of breakthrough to consider this kind of part of their energy transformation as well in the future,
Mhm.
as they are putting a lot into the uh, budgetary allocation, especially for the 2025, that the China is trying to shift more from the real estate development or loaning to the fellow, third world countries to develop or to fund their flagship infrastructures into an energy, uh, diversifying their funds. So, you know, China is quite racing against to be included into the nuclear fusion uh, strategy in terms of their energy behind all these things stuff.
Yeah. Okay. On the nutshell, I can say the atomic power is one of the atomic fusion energy is one of the area. Still, it
Yes.
needs a technological advancement, but still it is in the laboratory stage only. It has not come into commercial. Whereas the fission reaction is there in the commercial atomic reactors. But the problem is
Once.
they have their own implications. No, the atomic waste, how to dispose it. So all the renewables, in compared to other renewables like solar power or green hydrogen, they are looking for the sustainable energy production. Sustainable means which can stand in the future with energy security, and there should be less waste generated out of this energy production. If you see the atomic power fission reaction, It is there since 1950s, and even 1900. It is invented, and the technology is being applied. But still, it is not in widespread power generation, because it is only used for power generation, not for transportation or any other purpose. It is used only for power generation. That power also, it has many sanctions. Many countries, they are they generate power from the uranium ore only. The uranium availability also scarce, and it is not being given to the countries where the political instability is there. Otherwise, they misuse this atomic uh, resource uh, for some other purpose other than generating the power. So that's the reason it is not a viable solution for the renewable energy. But still, the fusion technology, if it is developed, it can be part of renewable energy, but it cannot replace other solar or wind or other hydrogen technology. Hydrogen technology, it does not leave any waste to dispose, isn't it? The hydrogen generated from water is only after combustion, it will become only water vapor only. So it is not going to generate any harm to the environment.
Yes. Pillai,
So,
when these kind of very serious discussion is going on between Ami and Pillai, my eyes have gone to some of the business theories. That is hedgehog concept by Jim Collins. Can you just take it out? One of the business
yes.
theory that you have written in your slide,
Okay.
hedgehog concept. I don't know whether other people knows about this concept. Jim Collins' book, is one of the very management leadership book. If you can read it, it's really good. No, I'm telling about in your that slide itself, a business theory slide. Yeah, yes, business theory slide.
Yeah.
I've seen this before, a theory, hedgehog concept. I would like to request to everyone to read out this book, Jim Collins. It's having almost 7 to 8 philosophy, including leadership 5. Then the book has been divided into the 3: discipline of people, discipline of action, discipline of thought, under which they have segregated once again. That is a really, really good book. Yes, next slide, next slide. Yes, Jim Collins.
The Hitchcock concept.
Yeah, why Jim Collins has written this book? The reason is he has written one book in the year 1994, and it's also for the management book one. But the founder or one of his friend in the McKinsey and Company, he challenged him that is a very useless book, something like. And after that, he has written this book. Is a million books have been sold. So one of the concept under the Jim Collins is the hedgehog concept. Hedgehog is all about, like what exactly you're passionate about, you have to focus. It is 3 inner circle, I believe. Yes. Understanding what your people are truly passionate about, and what can you be the best in the world at, and what drives your economic engine. What drives your economic engine? We have a lot of answers. And similarly, it's the inner circle in between we have to reach all the time. That is this hedgehog concept is talking about. It's a very good concept anyway. So your fight is over, right, Ami and Pillai?
It's okay. It's just I'm explaining
No,
why
it's
the
really
atomic
good.
power is.
No, it's really good, really good. I'm
Yeah,
simply
yeah,
telling the fight.
yeah, yeah.
No, because the topic of Dr. Pillay is very interesting, especially if we have the electric vehicle now being developed although without, you know, every primary world is looking before 2030 that they have already run out those
Yes,
petrol vehicle, and now we are shifting now to the energy, which is that the UAE developed the Baraka nuclear power plant in order to
perfect.
diversify their energy resources into much more for the greater and lessen the use of the oil. Now the ADNOC have transferring all their kind of resource in terms of to be much more uh, greater productivity on that one. So the world is on this kind of race, and I don't think that the G7 countries are just only ignoring this kind of possibilities to have their nuclear fusion breakthrough, and that even their budgetary allocations for the coming years are increasing. It's just like before with the AI, before the pandemic, artificial intelligence been ignored. Nobody is just putting or betting an allocated uh, budget because AI is just like nothing. But after pandemic, it's just shifting. Even the healthcare industry is from 20% to 70%. Right now, they are shifting all of these things to, it's not to lessen their monetary, budgetary, and their human power resources, but it is greatly into a race of innovations in the industry. Same with the oil and gas and the energy sector, that this is will become along with it in accordance to the study of Dr.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. That will be one of the renewable energy source that will be considered in my paper. Thanks for that. I have already captured it. Atomic power also one of the alternate power, but that is not a sustainable solution. It needs a lot of government only can do it, or not other companies or private sectors. They can go ahead with this atomic because of the
Very good.
restriction.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. I
The
think,
regions. Yes, doctor.
yeah,
Just,
continue.
just only this article only. Just I will be.
No problem.
The region's national oil companies are exploring various strategies for adapting their business models to the ships from extractive companies to energy companies. It's very crucial. Earlier, they were only extracting oil. Now they changed their title to energy companies. Some MENA national oil companies have signaled an intention to invest in their wider energy value chain. So far, committed investment in this space have been small and concentrated in technologies such as carbon capture and storage that prop up demand for fossil fuels. From volume to value, MENA national oil companies are under increasing pressure to focus on energy efficiency and high value projects as the margin for error in the sector shrinks. So they cannot afford to do mistakes, do error in the, like in the past. Now the profit margins are shrinking. So they are less space for making error. So they have to think twice before investing in any projects. Shift to gas. Many analysts believe that reduction in global demand will be later and less dramatic for gas than for crude oil. Like other oil companies, MENA national oil companies have expressed their intention to recalibrate their portfolios in the direction of gas. This is true. In UAE also, they started investing in LNGs because latest the geopolitical development of Ukraine-Russia war, Europe gas demand increases, and earlier they were receiving gas from Russia through pipeline. Now it is not there. So gas demand in Europe is increasing in exponential way. So to cater that gas demand, now all the companies they are focusing on LNGs. Also, it's a cleaner energy. The downstream diversification, national oil companies have announced ambitious plans to expand their investment in refining and petrochemicals to create additional outlets for their crude oil and the new revenue streams. Instead of stopping in the refinery itself, they are developing the downstream derivatives. Straight away, I'll go to the NOCs, for example, risk and options. If you see ADNOC in UAE, Qatar is the maximum gas reserve. Saudi Aramco is oil company. Saudi Arabia is the largest oil exporter, and ADNOC in UAE, they are the mature global leaders. The maturity level. If you see national oil company maturity level, they are in a highly matured company. So mature organizational structure, strong global networks, and reach partially or wholly vertically integrated. In the case of Saudi Aramco and Qatar Petroleum, these national oil companies also enjoy structural advantages or dominance in a particular market segment. That's what I said. Particular market segment means gas. With respect to gas, Qatar Petroleum is gas, Saudi Aramco is oil. The performance as good or better than leading national oil companies. International oil companies. So other established mid-tier players, Kuwait Petroleum Corporation and Sonatar Algeria. The mixed capabilities to compete in the market, sometimes with the strength in the specific niches. The emerging companies like Tunisia, Iraq, and Egypt, these are all the emerging companies. So they are oil. It was classified? It was classified that the $40 oil price that will be the future, that will be the break even. Based on that, they have classified these companies. So here even the break even price they have mentioned, the $40 break even. GAU, their oil price they have mentioned like this. Many oil companies, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, UAE flying here, almost 40. The percentage they have mentioned, how much percentage it is. In the table, you can see in the below table, the fiscal break-even price and petroleum dependence. Fuel export as a share of merchandise exports. You see Algeria, the break-even price is $99. They cannot afford, if it is oil price goes below, they cannot. So their petroleum dependence is 95%. You see all these countries, United Arab Emirates, the break-even price is $78, and petroleum exports, the dependence is 75%. The Kuwait, the oil-dependent oil price is $48, fiscal break-even price. Based on 2018 data.
Mhm. When Pillai
Mr.
start writing, when Pillai start writing the thesis, you can use all these important qualitative informations. Although this is 2018, you can summarize it, you can paraphrase it because the informations are really good.
Yes,
As you have
so I
mentioned,
have,
some comparison of fiscal break-even point and particularly the consumption, that comparison, that tables and everything can be included in your literature review and background of studies work.
yes, I
Shashikumar
have
want to
included.
ask something.
Yes, yes.
Sorry, Mr. Pillai. You have been telling that break-even fiscal tabular column. I just could not follow. Is it possible to explain it? What does it mean actually? Fiscal break-even point,
So
USD.
here, yeah, see here, the table 2 shows estimated fiscal break-even prices across the region as well as export dependence in various MENA economies. The vulnerability, the vulnerability of a country's economy to a possible future decline in petroleum prices, the highest where the fiscal break-even price is high. That means if the fiscal break-even price is high, they are vulnerable in the future. They cannot sustain in the future economy.
Yes.
So it means that they should definitely
Reduce the dependence.
reduce the dependence and their cost price has to come down. Is it? That is the meaning?
Yes,
It
because
can be,
they're,
it can be.
yeah, it can.
Okay.
So oil dependency, if more the oil dependency, then if the oil prices goes down, their economy will collapse.
Okay. So if that is the case, how they can manage their dependencies by
No,
going
they-
to
if you see Iraq, their dependency is high 100%, whereas their break even is $49. If as long as oil price is more than $49, they can sustain. Their economy will not collapse. The problem is where the high dependency and high break even. That the problem is. So here, Algeria, the dependency is 95%, as well as the break even price is also higher. The $99. In future, oil price will be somewhere around $40 to $50 per barrel. They cannot sustain. They have to look for alternatives to develop to sustain the economy, the country economy to sustain. They have to look for alternatives.
okay. Okay. Thank you.
Here, the fiscal break-even is the minimum oil price. The IMF estimates the government needs to meet its expected spending while balancing its budget each year. Now you understand, right?
Yes, that's done. That's brilliant. Yeah, now I got it.
So these are all the many data available in this paper. Just directly. Where the fiscal break-even prices are unsustainable, governments should re-examine the national oil companies' role and long-held assumptions about public expenditures. Authorities in countries at particularly high risk of project failures may consider raising national oil companies' fiscal obligations to the state to accelerate the conversion of oil into fiscal revenue. These are all the highlights mentioned in this paper. I'll go through it and I will include in my paper. That's all from my side, Doctor. Any questions?
Okay, Pillai, yes. Thank you so much, because this week we don't have any kind of presentation, research seminar presentation, and I could not get a chance to talk to Ruben. And I believe next time, anyone from this, Bala or Shashikumar, can initiate for, and or any research paper presentation can also done, I believe.
So I can do 1 or 2 papers. I will research paper. I can give the case study report, something like that. As
Okay.
today what Mr. Pillai told, I can 1 or 2 I
Okay,
can do.
okay, you can do the next week. Similarly, Ami can also do that. Then please kindly submit your research proposal. Take your time, or maximum 10 days. I mean, the perfect one, I mean, including your cover page, including your other things, you know, logo, table of content, proper numbering, everything you can give. Then you can submit to me by mail as well. Research
Doctor.
proposal. Once finally done, once you finally done, then you can submit in the Class Pro our application as well. How many of you, can you please check it out, your Class Pro credentials in your mail, please? Have you got any credentials from the Class Pro, which means from the university side? I mean, Aston International Education side. No, right? Have you got it anything?
No, Doctor,
No,
not yet.
doctor. Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
Then asked, you know, from our university side, you will be getting such notification. Then what you have to do is, you have to submit all your assignment, whatever you submitted to me in the mail, you submit there as well. There is a separate link, and attached question paper is there, but all work you have as of now submitted, you just submitted over there. And research proposal you can submit to by mail itself. Once we framed it very well, then you can submit in the Class Pro, our LMS platform. Perfect. Hope it is clear, Ami and everyone.
Fine, Doctor.
Yes,
Yeah.
doctor. Yes.
So thank you so much, everyone, for joining today.
Doctor,
And
I
we'll
have one
meet for the
thing.
next week. We'll meet next week with Shashikumar Ami presentation on the research paper.
Doctor,
Yes.
Doctor, I have one clarification.
Yes.
On searching the papers, I saw one paper from Khalifa University, Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
Is there any possibility we can approach those professors? Is there any
Absolutely.
special like?
What paper you have seen there? Which paper is that?
I have to go through in detail. If you want, I can share that screen now.
Yeah, please screen share it.
I have to go through in detail. 1 minute, I'll share that. Are you able to see my screen, Doctor?
No, we are not able to see. So this is the paper written by Khalifa University professor, I believe.
It was one of the student has done it. Which is the recycling of lithium-ion batteries, challenges, economics, and effect on supply chain.
One second. Abdul Rahman Abdullah Al Marozi, MSc thesis, yeah. Okay. So what is the purpose of contacting? What is the purpose?
So to get a little more details or like to know some, they can give some suggestions how to further go upon in that
No,
aspect.
I will tell you the difference between now you are researching for PhD. Actually, this person is only MSc. Yeah, taking guidelines from anyone is not a problem, but they may have a feeling, mostly, you know, this people have submitted MSc thesis one. You can take the information from this, and anything, any doubts comes, okay, no problem, you can ask her.
Doubts only, doctor. So
Okay,
he
okay,
has been guided by one of the professor.
okay.
This is
That
somebody
is good.
doctor.
That
So
is
these
good. That is good.
advisors, I'm telling.
But you have to confirm these people, Dr. Ahmad Mayas from Khalifa University, are they belongs to the degree or the field that you are referring to? Yeah, this is committee, right? This is committee. It's not mandatorily from the same field itself. You just search in their website whether they comes from the same field itself. Then you can approach them if you want to approach. No problem for.
Okay.
You can approach any of people. We used to approach anyone. Those who if you are getting more information from anyone, obviously we can. But I would suggest not rather than going to the particular student, you can also go for some, professors and supervisors. That is
Yeah,
the
I want
main
to
beneficial.
contact professors, only, doctor, not students.
Okay. Now
I'm
I
not
got.
asking about Khalifa University professors. Advisors, co-advisors are available. No?
Yeah. Before asking, you have to streamline what all the question you have, what you want to ask, what is your doubt. So if you're doing some research, something like that, what's your suggestion or something like that, you have to be ready with.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
Thank you.
So thank you. Thank you so much, all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bala.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, Pillai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day, everyone.
Have a good day, everyone. Bye bye.